Welcome group ones. Thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So this is their how do they feel for you reading. Let me catch my breath. I've been talking so much. And so your person of interest, the one who's on your mind, how do they feel about you? So remember, this is a general reading. Just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. Energies can be vice versa or interchangeable, so keep that in mind. So with that being said, your oracle cards are, we've got wedding, the situation involves marriage, and fearless love, a courageous leap into the unknown, okay? So yeah, so this situation can involve marriage. I think you would know that if that was the case. Others of you, you're married to this person, but I feel like that's a minority. At most, I feel like this is your person looking at you like somebody that they can marry, okay? It's going to take a fearless leap of faith, but this person does feel like this is something that can end up in a wedding or in a marriage, okay? So there's that. So the messages that I got for you guys to start off with, let me get that out of the way before I forget, is it's safe for you to make a move. I want you to believe in me again, and I left when I saw you with someone else. So take those how those resonate, and we'll see when the tarot cards are out, you know, how those play into the rest of the reading. But yeah, it's safe for you to make a move. I want you to believe in me again, and I left when I saw you with someone excuse me, someone else. So we've got the Seven of Wands here. That's representing your energy, the viewer. Again, though, apply it vice versa if that's how it resonates. That's your energy. The dynamic between the two of you is the Knight of Pentacles. So we've got like strong fire energy and strong earth energy. I believe that's Taurus and Aries. And we've got the Knight of Cups. So we've got a couple of knights here. So that probably explains why this person feels like they saw you with somebody else, because maybe you were or are seeing somebody else. There's competition here. That's what it looks like. We've got competition, then two knights. Two roosters in the hen house. This is Scorpio, Libra energy too, by the way. So with that being said, though, I'm just going to read it the way that I got it when I first pulled the cards. And I feel like whoever this is, reading it as the viewer, is like you're apparently on the defense or trying to control the situation somehow at present, okay? So maybe you feel like you have made progress in this connection, but there is the sense of competition, right, between the two of you are affecting this connection, or other obstacles in general, right? Some other obstacles here that make you feel like you have to fight to maintain your position. Maybe it's to prove like you have to fight off all these people, like you're super attractive, right? And you have to fight off all these people to keep your love interest calm, or to show them that you only have eyes for them, or something like that. But bottom line is that there are obstacles that you feel defensive about. And it feels like your person feels that way as well. Maybe they're the ones feeling that way. The dynamic between the two of you is the Knight of Pentacles. So the energy between you is that of just not giving up no matter what. Like, I don't feel this person's going to give up no matter what, right? This is you. We've got two knights facing you. I feel like this is your general energy, but I wanted to stress that it is your person as well, okay? Not giving up on this no matter what. Now, you could be working on this connection. You guys have been working on it for a long time, perhaps, and it's getting tiring, or it's gotten routine, but the attitude here is slow and steady wins the race. So even though if there hasn't seemed to be a lot of progress or movement in the connection recently, or it feels like it's taking a long time to get anywhere, I think you guys both understand that you're playing the long game, right? Yeah, you're in it for the long haul. And how does this person feel about you? This person is in love with you, okay? I'm not going to salt coat it. That's what I'm getting. This person is in love with you. If this is a newer connection, you don't feel you're at that stage, maybe choose a different reading, or just take it as this person really likes you and feels like maybe they can be in love with you. Maybe they're infatuated with you, okay? So this person, you know, he wants to send you flowers. He wants to send you chocolates, take you out on romantic dates, all the things that we think of with the Knight of Cups. So regardless of gender, this is somebody that they want to send you cute little text messages, and they want to romance you. You know, this knight is very loving, and he's the most charming of the knights as well. So just, you know, keep your reality goggles on with this one. At very best, you know, he is a good guy. He's tender and he's communicative, and at his worst, he is a rogue and a seducer. So that leads us to the next card, which is their feelings towards you. To elaborate on the feelings, got the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. So one of you guys cheated on this person, okay? Not everybody. If it's not your message, don't get triggered. But I am going to say it because I'm getting it, and my regulars know I tell it like it is, tell it like I see it. So there's that. So that can kind of account for the first message that came out about this person saying that they left when they saw you with somebody else. For others of you, I get the distinct impression that this person was being overly sensitive, as that Knight tends to be, and they they could have just like let their imagination run wild and thought that, you know, you was talking to somebody else, and that meant that you were with them even though you weren't, or something, right? They blew it out of proportion. But others of you, you know, for somebody out there, at least one person out there, you actually know why, you know, like you cheated on this person. So others of you, maybe it's the other way around. Bottom line, this person's feelings for you is, like I said, this guy here can be very seductive, right? So the Seven of Swords is telling you just kind of like to being forewarned is being forearmed, right? This is the sneaky seven. So this person feels like they have to be at least a little bit deceptive to sweep you off your feet, is what I'm getting with that. And that's what they want to do. They want to sweep you off your feet. Like, make no doubt about it. This person wants to romance you. They want to sweep you off your feet. You know, and it is natural, like, when you're trying to win somebody's affection, to put your very best foot forward. You know, everybody does that, right? So just know that this Prince Perfect act, this person is going to be showing you, or is showing you, you know, that there is more to this person than just that. You know, and honest communication will help you guys both see, you know, who you really are dealing with. Like, you both, there comes that phase where you guys have to take off your, like, you have to dismiss your representative, right? Some comedian said that once. When you go on a date and you're putting your best foot forward and you're getting to know someone, you know, it's not you that's present, it's your representative and their representative. Well, at some point, the representatives have to be sent home. You guys have to show your real self. So that's what I'm seeing with this, is just an honest communication will get you to that point. And then, so that said, I do feel that this person really is a romantic at heart. You know, despite that Seven of Swords, I feel like if they come off as Prince Perfect or very romantic and all the things I said about, you know, wanting to wine you and to dine you and bring you flowers and stuff like that, they really are like that. They're just afraid of getting hurt, just like the rest of us, right? So they, I'm seeing a little bit of deceptive energy here because of that reason. Now, with the Ace of Cups softens everything because, you know, it just does. It's a very positive card. And, you know, if this person isn't in your life presently, they are coming. All right. That's important that you know that this person is coming, you know, and if they are in your life already, you know, this is a new romantic phase within that connection, like a second honeymoon. Okay. Especially, you know, if you resonated with that wedding card, if this is your spouse or somebody that you're going to marry, you know, you're going to marry, or even if you don't know that, like this is a second honeymoon phase here within this connection. This card here just softens any negative effects, like of the Seven of Swords, like I said, and says that this person's intentions are pure. Okay, we don't often say that about the Seven of Swords, but I'm going to say that about the Seven of Swords because that's what I'm getting here. Their intentions are pure. If your person, you know, for a fact that their intentions aren't pure, then that message not for you. Okay, shouldn't have to feel that I need to defend positive messages, but you do get that sometimes with people. They're so aligned with negativity that they think that if you say anything positive, then automatically it must be, you know, wrong or sugarcoating. It's not. This is what I'm getting with this person, that, you know, if this person is either in love with you or they're infatuated or going to be. This is what we're seeing here. So it's very positive energy, and this does feel like early stages, or maybe, like I said, a new stage within a connection. You know, whether this is a reconciliation or an existing love affair, you know, you won't want to put too much pressure on this person, though. Definitely not wanting to do that. Like, don't put a lot of pressure, don't be too hot and heavy, things like that. You know, let this person develop their love and infatuation with you over time. And I see like that's what you've been doing with that Knight of Pentacles. I feel like that's going to have to continue to go on for a while more, because they need to do it in their own way, in their own time. And the way that you allow this to occur is just to keep being carefree and on the light side, not getting too heavy on the situation. How does this person feel about you with this Knight of Wands is that they feel like, just feel like running in and rapidly advancing this relationship. They feel like bringing the excitement, bringing the change. You've got all three Knights here. So you might literally be beating this person off, or beating people off with a stick, or this person feels like you are, like you're just so attractive. You must be beating them off with a stick. They feel like they need to rush in. That's what they want to do. That's what they feel like doing. They want to be fearless with that fearless love card. I think that this person has grown a lot since you first met them, or there's something about growth here. I feel like so this person wouldn't be as easily intimidated by others as maybe they would have been in the past, or they're just not going to let anybody else stand in the way, because this person does want to they want some excitement, they want a good positive change in this connection. So I feel like this person feels like, you know, you make them feel charming and handsome and just generally good. There definitely is a lot of physical attraction felt by this person. But if you do want something serious and long-term, you know, again, you should be forewarned that the nights do tend to come and go unless or until things progress to something more serious. And this person does have serious ish intentions, right? So particularly the more of this Knight of Pentacles earthy energy they have, the more serious their intentions would be. But they also have a lot of like romantic and passionate feelings for you. So that's good as well. So go ahead and hit the like button if you like the reading so far. I am going to get you some messages from this person. How would they, what would they like to say about how they feel about you? So think about your person, Group 1. How does Group 1's person feel about them? What would they say if they had no filter? Oh, I can breathe. Okay. Some of your remarks are insensitive, and I don't even feel like you're aware of it. So if you're in that 7 of Wands energy, you know, you are a little on the defense for whatever reason. This person's picking up on that. I think that's what that is more or less saying. So this person is, you know, feeling like sometimes you might be a little bit insensitive in what you say or how you say it. So just take it how it resonates. What else would Group 1's person say? The way you can persuade anyone on anything must be magic. So this person could be thinking that you are into magic. If you're watching this channel, you might be a spiritual person, or they're just saying that like metaphorically, like the card is intended, that they feel like you're just kind of magical in the way that you persuade people. Maybe you've persuaded this person to something, or they've seen you persuade others. They feel like you're a very persuasive person. I find the way your mind works so stimulating. It's attractive. What will you come up with next? Let's get 2 1s here. So we can have 1 strong in their numbers. We've got Knight of Swords energy as well. Strong air sign energy. But pretty much everybody is represented here. God, I appreciate how well we connect intellectually and that we keep focused and proper when it's called for. So I do feel like this is a person's like a grown-up energy. Which it doesn't matter you know, what somebody's age is. You know, either they're approaching something from a mature standpoint or they're not, right? And this person's approaching this from a mature standpoint. At least the person who is coming through today is approaching you with the mature standpoint, like appreciating the intellectual connection, appreciating the way your mind works, the way that you are, your personality, how you communicate. I did not follow my heart. That makes sense with this because we've got some air energy on the board. But we saw that this person, you know, they're saying it in past tense. I did not follow their heart. So maybe that's why they're trying to come on as following their heart this time with all of this romantic night energy. You send me mixed signals. Yeah, you do come across defensive with that 7 of Wands. And maybe you have your reasons for that. I can't come forward right now. Okay. So that's what this person is saying. Let's get 1 more. I miss you regardless of how things look on the outside. So I do feel like this person, they definitely feel like coming towards you. They feel like coming forward. It's like they have to figure out a way to do it, though, that's going to work, you know, for the connection. They don't want to take any sort of major risks. I don't feel like they're risk averse with this King of Swords energy, and with the 7 of Swords here, it's like they're thinking about a way to do it that isn't going to be like, 7 of Swords has a high probability of failure. It's like unstable results. So this person wants to have stable results with this Knight of Pentacles energy. So whatever romantic and passionate gesture they make towards you, they want to make sure that it has a high probability of getting the results that they want. And with you sending mixed signals, in their opinion, they feel like they can't come forward like immediately, like right now. But they are admitting to some things, and it does look like they're going to come forward at some point. I just think it's frustrating for you to have to wait for this to pay off, but it looks like it's on track to paying off. Like, At least for your sake, I hope so. Let's see. Let's get a song from the Heartstrings Tarot. The playlist for the Heartstrings Tarot is down below if you want to check out the playlist. And if you feel drawn to listen to this song that I'm going to pull, that could have additional messages for you before I take it over to the extended. So for group 1, what would their person say? Like, how does this group 1's person feel about group 1? Which one of these? Excuse me. Oh my God. Queen of Swords. King of Wands. Six of Swords. So lots of air and, excuse me, air and fire energy here. So the song that we associate with the Queen of Swords is Born This Way, Lady Gaga. Okay, so Born This Way is interesting. And, okay. Then we've got King of Wands, which is Eye of the Tiger. And we've got the Six of Swords, which is Thorn in My Side, Eurythmics. Okay? So it's interesting what's going on with that. I think this love is a thorn in their side. This is like somebody that kind of would prefer to stay focused and proper when it's called for, right? But instead, like, you've ended up getting underneath this person's skin, very much so with that Knight of Wands, because that is how they feel about you. It's got them thinking about, you know, well, about the passion and the attraction, but it also makes them feel a little out of control, and kind of like it worries them how strongly they feel about you, especially, you know, in a passionate way and things like that. And then with the Queen of Swords, it feels like they just look at this as, you know, that maybe they're not good enough for you. Like, when it boils down to it, maybe they're not good enough for you, and there's nothing they can do about it because they were born this way, right? But you have standards. So that's what I've got for you guys. Check those songs out if you feel drawn to. I'm going to take it over to the extended. We're going to look at the future of this connection as well as get advice. And if you're wanting to get some tips and affirmations, then we'll go ahead and get some affirmations over there as well, some oracle cards, so just to get some further guidance on how to align with this situation or to improve it. Otherwise, please hit that like button and subscribe. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information is down below, and I will talk to you guys next time. Welcome, group 2. Thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So I've got your cards pre-shuffled, and I've turned the AC off for you guys because it gets loud. Can't guarantee it'll stay off, depends on how hot it'll get. We'll see. That being said, remember this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. And energies can be interchangeable or vice versa, so keep that in mind. So let's get started. And as you can see, we've got 2 cards here. And I know that some little bells are going off in your guys' head. I was gonna say red flags, but not that. Bells are going off in your heads. Like, some of you are like tickled to see these particular cards here. What we've got here is reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So it could be somebody from your past in this life or past from another life. And then we've got twin flame recognition. You know the soul that mirrors your own. So if you haven't met this person yet, I mean, it could be the person you're here for. It could be somebody else, but there will be some sort of a recognition here. Maybe this is somebody that you literally would describe as your twin flame, if you know that term, or you feel an otherworldly connection with them, like they're a higher level soulmate or soulmate, whatever the case may be, whatever term you want to use, okay? So that being said, yeah, that's what we got here. So at the very least, there's some sort of mirroring going on between the two of you. And I do feel like this person wants to reconcile with you. So if you're in separation from this person, even if you're not, I keep hearing, like, even if you're not, this person does want to reconcile with you, or they want to meet the one. They want to meet their twin flame. They want to meet the soul that mirrors their own. Okay, if they haven't already, if this isn't your person of interest that you're here for. You know, but the short answer is, yeah, this is the person you're here for, wanting to reconcile with you. The messages that I got off camera for you guys is, I knew from the first moment I saw you, I am haunted by us, and I feel remorse for mistreating you. So those messages tell me right there that there is some sort of no conflict, or, like the person said, remorse for mistreating you. So they've done something, like they said, mistreated you, and they feel badly about it. And so, but that doesn't mean that they didn't know from the first time they saw you that there was something special about the connection. With that being said, we're going to look at your guys' connection real quick here. And Some of you could actually have ghosted this person, but doesn't have to be. Yeah, okay. So the card that represents the viewer is the Judgment card. So Judgment is Plutonic energy. You could be Scorpio or have it strong in your chart, but regardless, that is you. And the dynamic between the two of you is Hermit energy, which is Virgo. And then we've got the Seven of Wands representing your person, which is fire sign. So what we're seeing here with your energy towards this connection is that, you know, that this connection may have had you straddling the fence for a while, okay? And if a decision is not made, you could feel that, you know, it needs to be made, or this is going to die on the vine. Like, it's kind of like getting to that point where, have we waited too long to make a decision? Have I had one foot in, or have they had one foot in and one foot out, trying to control the flow of the connection, right? Trying to control it, or just like taking our time, or whatever the case may be with this Judgment energy. It does feel like the time is nigh. It's like this wake-up call is happening, or will happen soon, to where there needs to be a decision made and to see the truth about the situation and face the music for whatever that is, right? So no more fence straddling. The dynamic between the two of you is, you know, a time of separation. So, you know, for the reconciliation card to come out, we already know that that likely means that you guys are reconciling. It could be even your person that's coming to this realization, like they're seeing the light, that they need to make a decision about this connection, that they've slept on this connection, or this connection is going to die if they don't act, if they don't do something. It could be even them as well. But again, the Hermit is in a placement that includes both your guys' energy. So a time of separation, you know, where you're both going within to think about what you really want, soul searching, and singledom. So it looks like you guys are both single, or if you're with someone, you're feeling single. Your person's energy is a Seven of Wands. So, you know, they're apparently on the defense or trying to control the situation somehow. And that's interesting, because I did just mention that sometimes the Judgment energy can talk about people gatekeeping the relationship or the flow of the relationship in order to try to control it and to control the pace of it and things like that. But that's usually not the way to go about it, right? You need to shift your own vibration, your own thoughts and feelings, your own energy towards something in order to shift it in 3D reality. You can't really like impose your will upon it in the 3D. That just doesn't work. But it looks like this person is on the defense, trying to control the situation somehow. And you know, it could be too that they feel like they've made progress in this connection, but there is competition, or there are some sort of obstacles here that make them feel like they would have to fight to maintain their position. So it's like, even if they've gotten ahead in this connection, made progress in this connection, they still feel like it's something that they have to maintain. It's something that they have to feel defensive about for whatever reasons, right? So there's some sort of defensiveness here. So how else do they feel about you? So we've got the Two of Pentacles, Earth sign energy. We've got more fire sign energy with the Eight of Wands. And we've got water sign energy with the Queen of Cups, specifically Cancerian energy. A little bit of Gemini mixed in. Okay. This person does feel like upping the ante in this connection, okay? Maybe that's why they're fighting or trying to control or doing whatever they're doing to overcome obstacles, because they do feel like upping the ante in this connection. They know that there's a decision that needs to be made regarding this connection. So it does feel like if you guys are in separation, that would mean that they feel like getting back together. And if you're, for those that are together with this person, they feel like taking it to the next level, whatever that means for your connection. Because the connection feels like it's at a crossroads to them, and these are apparently the reasons why, okay? Is that maybe it's just taken too long, or there's just people gatekeeping, trying to control the flow of the connection, or whatever kind of obstacles. They're feeling like you're feeling like this is a time to make a decision, like something needs to happen, people need to face the music, we need to advance, or we need to just go home, right? Something needs to happen. So it's a decision here with that Two of Pentacles, and it does feel like, you know, they want to take a step in the right direction here. And with the Eight of Wands, it's saying they feel like communicating with you and giving you clarity about how they feel about you with this Eight of Wands, okay? So, you know, if you ran away, they want to chase after you. If they ran away, they want to come back. They want to talk to you. They want to communicate with you from a distance. All we know is that they want to communicate with you. And They do feel like that it's time to do that, to give you clarity. And, you know, this could be too with this Eight of Wands. They want to sweep you off your feet, right? But that's basically it. Just like either way, they just want to shed some light on their intentions is the main message that I'm getting from Eight of Wands today. With the additional feelings of the Queen of Cups, that does show that they do have a lot of feelings for you, but I'm not going to lie and say that's for everybody. For a lot of you, they feel like you're the Queen of Cups and like you have a lot of feelings for them, and they feel like this is you. You are loyal, you're loving, you might have them on a pedestal, okay? So side note, don't put people on pedestals or you'll always be below them, right? So just saying, if that's not you, it's not your message, you don't have to take it. They feel like you look past, or that you would, or you look past any negativity or drama in the relationship, and that, you know, maybe you're just a little bit naive. So maybe they feel like they would have to defend your honor a lot. They'd have to defend you, maybe is what they're feeling, protective over you as well. But if this does sound like you, you know, your advice is to work on your ego, because ego is not always a bad thing, especially if you don't have much of an ego. It's there to protect yourself. So it would serve you well to, you know, be a little more self-serving. Be a little bit more discriminating, more discerning here regarding everything, and especially this person. You know, this person would value you more for sure if you were a little bit more discerning, if they weren't so sure of your feelings. It's not to say play games, it's just saying turn some of that love and focus on yourself, because this person's kind of like this energy of maybe taking it for granted a little bit how you feel about them, because this is reading about how do they feel about you. They feel that you love them a lot, right? Or you care about them a lot, or you're that kind of a person that would always love them no matter what, which is a beautiful thing, unless it's not being reciprocated to the same extent, which we can't see from here. If that's the case, we'll get some messages, but it does seem like this person knows you guys have a connection. They do want to talk to you, they do want to move it forward, they do feel a passion for you, they do want to take a step in the right direction here. So I think that speaks about how this person feels. But if you do need to work on, you know, being a little bit more self-serving, building up your own ego a little bit in order to be, you know, just a little bit stronger in your self-image or whatever, your self-concept, then that's what you need to do. And if you already do that, good on you, keep doing that, okay? So over in the extended, we're going to get the future and advice, but over here I'm going to get you some messages. And if the reading resonates, please do hit that like button and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. It does keep the channel going. And so, yeah. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information is down below as well. So what would Group 2's person say if they had no filter? How does this person feel about Group 2? What would they say? Oops. It says, I don't desire to reconcile. I want a fresh new chapter in my life. Well, that's kind of contradictory, isn't it? Because this person did already say that they wanted to reconcile with you, so I don't know what that's about. That was like really on point. But it was very clear when I first pulled that reconciliation card that that's how they feel. So I guess maybe it's saying that they feel like you want to reconcile. And they're saying that even though they feel a connection, but I don't believe that. I don't think that's true. Like everything about the reading said the opposite. So let's see what else this person has to say. Seven of Wands. Okay, so more Seven of Wands energy. Them being defensive. So if they ever said that to you, you know, that they don't want to reconcile, you know, it's because of the obstacles in the connection, and it's because of this energy. I stand up for what's right because I'm assertive and I go after what I want. So it's like this person is having to defend themselves, so they're always trying to or having to defend themselves, or be on the defense, you know, or feel like they always have to protect themselves or protect you against competition, things like that. You know, it's like they don't want that anymore. They want a new chapter. You know, we may be opposites, but if we try, we can make a potent combination. It's possible we'll end up together. So yeah, it's like this person's not ruling out a reconciliation, not ruling out the possibility of you guys working things out. It's more that, you know, they want a fresh chapter. If they left, that's why they wanted a fresh chapter. They wanted to stand up for themselves. They wanted to go after what they wanted. They didn't want to, I think they just kind of took you for granted with this. You truly are my soulmate. We are the perfect match at the back of the deck here. This person feeling like, you know, that happens sometimes. Souls feel familiar. You know, you reflect back to them both the good and the bad, about the things they liked about themselves and things they don't like about themselves. With that twin flame recognition card. I mean, that's just kind of that whole dynamic, isn't it, for those that know about twin flames. So kind of a push-pull dynamic here. Got I'm coming, which is what I said, and I already know this person is, regardless of what they say. They can say what they want. I already know. I dream of being reckless. Okay. And I wish I had fought harder for us. So it seems like there's a double message coming for that Seven of Wands energy. Like this person feels like they have to fight and overcome obstacles, but they also wish that they had fought harder for you. So by way of this card could be saying, you know, I stand up for what's right, meaning that, you know, they want to stand up for this connection as well. And they want to assert themselves and go after what they want. And maybe that's being said because they didn't fight hard enough for you in the past, or they're not fighting hard enough for you now. There is something about being reckless here, so maybe there is competition. Maybe one or both of you is seeing somebody else, but regardless, I do feel like, yeah, like I stand by what I said. Like if this is your reading, this person wants to communicate with you and give you clarity. They definitely want to communicate. All right, so I think this is all we've got over here, and I'm going to take it over to the extended. The link for that will be down below. And in the extended, we're going to get the outcome as well as the advice, and we're going to get some manifestation cards in case you want to shift the energy in this connection and attempt to do that. We'll get you some affirmations too, so check that out if you feel guided to. Otherwise, you can check out group 1 or group 3. And thanks for tuning in. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information is down below. Please hit that like button and subscribe. It does help the channel more than you know. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Welcome group 3. Thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So you're going to have to bear with me on the air conditioner. That's back on today, so I'll try to talk louder so you guys can hear me. Otherwise, I always put closed captioning. Pretty much always, yeah. Always put closed captioning so you can mute it and read it if that's what you want to do. So just so that you know that. So this is how does your person feel about you? So the person, the one that's on your mind, how do they feel about you right now? Now remember, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. Energies can be interchangeable or vice versa, so keep that in mind, okay? So with that being said, the 2 oracle cards that we've got for you guys are, well, first of all, let me tell you with like the preliminary feelings I'm getting. This is like a runner-chaser dynamic kind of relationship, okay? So with that being said, we've got the trust card, and it says the situation is calling for you to have faith, and then we've got dreams come true, have faith, your rainbow will come smiling through, okay? So what I'm getting initially is like, how does this person feel about you? They feel trust. They have trust in you, you know, that you're someone that feels like home to them. It might be something they don't understand, but there is a certain level of trust that this person feels. Essentially just feel like that you are someone that they feel good when they're around you. And they feel like, I feel like they feel that you used to trust them, like implicitly, like wholeheartedly, but you're now being more guarded towards them and protecting your heart, okay? But you can see from both of these cards are kind of dreamy, kind of sweet, and I feel like this is how this person feels about you. Although they feel like maybe you don't trust them like you used to. So I got a card to represent you, your person, and the dynamic, and those cards that came out were the 5 of Pentacles for you. So you can be an earth sign, don't have to be. We've got the Star, Aquarius energy, and we've got the High Priestess. So that's typically water energy. Now, with that being said, how does this person, or what's the just kind of like overview? You feel left out in the cold by this person, okay? You're down about this connection, and I'm sorry to see that. There's no other way to really interpret this except that, like I said at the start, energies can be interchangeable. So put it on your person if you feel this is how they're feeling. But for the majority who are watching, who this is the reading for, this reading is saying that you are the one in the 5 of Pentacles energy. So feeling left out in the cold by this person, okay? And the dynamic here is the Star card, so that's saying that, you know, you both kind of feel like maybe there's still hope for a renewal in this connection. But really, I feel like, you know, you're healing, and this person senses that, because we can see the High Priestess kind of glancing over here, this card of healing. If out of the 3 cards, the individual who would need healing would be you, just based on the picture you can see with the 5 of Pentacles, the card of emotional and or financial loss. So it's pretty evident that this healing energy is regarding like you. Now, are they healing too? Yeah, I guess so. They're in the High Priestess energy, though. That's kind of like an authority figure, so I'm not getting that as much. It feels like that you're healing, this person is sensing that. But it also says that there is a sense that you guys can have a renewal or, you know, something again in this connection. So with the High Priestess, what this is saying in terms of how they feel about you, it says that they feel like they're playing it cool, or they're playing hard to get. That's why I said at the start that this feels like a runner-chaser dynamic. And I'm reading it as your person is the runner. So they're playing it cool. They feel like they're playing hard to get, or maybe that, you know, you feel that way about them. You know, this is obviously not the path to true emotional intimacy, unfortunately, you know, because that true emotional intimacy requires revealing vulnerabilities, right? But this person is not doing that. A High Priestess is not known for revealing vulnerabilities. It's a secretive, mysterious energy that's withholding. So this is the energy that your person's in. You know, and this is also sometimes called the card of the inappropriate crush as well, as in, like, for whatever reason, circumstances are such that, you know, there shouldn't be a crush happening, and yet there is. Yeah, so this is kind of the feeling of having a crush on Spock, you know, Spock from Star Trek. You know, there's not a lot of room for intimacy there. He's not emotionally available. He's all head, he's all logic. So I don't know if that's how your person is. This is kind of how, for some of you, this person feels. But bottom line takeaway with the High Priestess, they feel like they're being emotionally distant, closed off, mysterious to you, or something along those lines here. So how does this person feel about you? So got the Nine of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Three of Swords. So I'm just gonna say it, you know, this is a trigger warning. I gotta say it, guys. Trigger warning, trigger warning. So fast forward like 10, 20, 30 seconds, because if you're feeling particularly vulnerable right now, if you don't want to be triggered, because how does this person feel about you, group 3? I'm sorry to say, this person feels like you're an option, for lack of better words, with that Nine of Wands, okay? I'm sorry, they like that you are, well, basically they like when you're available to them. So they like you when it's suitable for them, not when it's suitable for you. So this card says, you know, that basically, you know, if this resonates and this is you, cards are basically saying that you deserve better than someone that you have to chase after, is the main message with that Nine of Wands today. The Six of Swords rather is saying that, you know, you guys are in separation from this person. More than likely you're not a couple, you're not together in a relationship. I mean, of course, it's a general reading. There could be exceptions, but no, I'm not getting that. I feel like you guys are in separation, and if you are, then this will especially apply to you. Like, they feel like that they are, I think that they're watching you, however they can watch you, to see if you're happier without them. And they want to know if you're, like, if you have moved on to greener pastures, or if you are moving on to greener pastures, because we can already see, and I talked about this person sensing that you're healing from whatever it is that they did to you, or whatever's happened that's caused you this emotional or financial loss here, and they're kind of watching that to see if, like, you're moving on to greener pastures, to a better place here. And I think too, they're just trying to figure out, like, what would happiness look like for you, especially if they were unable or unwilling to give it to you. It's like they're curious, you know, what would happiness look like to you. And I really feel like they just don't like the idea of you moving on from them, taking the focus off of them, because, like I said, they like to kind of have you at their beck and call as their option, you know. Yeah, you guys know, my regulars know that I tell it like I see it, and I really wanted to, I did clarify off camera, and I tried to, you know, I always want to make sure before I say a difficult message that it's really meant to be said that way, but all the supporting cards were like, no, this is how it's meant to be said. Because I could have flipped it around, and, you know, for you, maybe it is flipped around. Maybe you're the runner and you're treating them like an option. Okay, you're the exception to the rule, but I was guided to say it the way that I've said it. So that's why I feel like this is difficult. This is kind of a difficult message, group 3. So you can always choose another group, 1 or 2, or check out the playlist link down below for another reading, or get a private reading. But this is what I'm getting. This Six of Swords here. They don't like you, you know, taking the emphasis or the focus off of them, you know, even if it means that you're just putting that focus on yourself, which is kind of a red flag, right? They should want, if they love you and care about you, then they should at the very least want you to take care of yourself, or to be happy to see you healing, or happy to see you moving on. Like, I guess it depends on the situation and or how fresh this separation is. But this person is more like wanting that attention back on them, even though they're not willing to reciprocate the same. So, Yeah, I definitely feel like, you know, if you've pulled back your energy, even if it's just because you had to, the thought of you doing that, pulling back your energy, actually makes their feelings evolve and makes their feelings a little bit stronger, but not in a healthy way. Because they're only doing that because they feel like, you know, you're pulling back like it's a game, runner, chaser, blah, 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 back and forth crap. I don't like it, so I'm not going to pretend like I do. So if, you know, every time you guys start, you know, really moving on from this person and then they try to reel you back in, pull you back in, you know, this card is saying that is a huge red flag. So with the feelings card, with the Three of Swords, how do they feel? I mean, they feel like they like the drama of a breakup. This is the type of person you're dealing with. I don't know who you guys are dealing with. They're definitely a runner. They're definitely childish. They're definitely not ready for this connection. They might have some redeeming qualities. I'm not saying they're a terrible person. I don't know them. But I am saying from what I can see from the cards that this person comes across like they like the drama of a breakup. So, you know, so they can indulge in a poor me attitude and play the victim. Wow. And maybe so they can prove to themselves, see, it's not worth investing in love. It's not worth putting yourself out there and making yourself vulnerable because you just get hurt anyway. But what they're doing is they're creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. So they're doing it to themselves and blaming others. And it's like really kind of foolish, right? So, yeah. What else are we getting with that Three of Swords? This could also mean that this person feels like you're about to find out something that's going to really upset you, or maybe you already did. Like this person, just for examples, like this person has a criminal background, or this person has a girlfriend, or is married, or uses drugs, or, you know, just fill in the blank, anything that, you know, a person could find out about their love interest that would upset them. This could be coming to light. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but there is something for some of you about this person feeling like you either did or will find out something that will be upsetting. And also I feel like this person feels like it would only take a few weeks for you guys to get over this upset, whatever you've learned or whatever happened to this connection, whatever created you to be in the Five of Pentacles energy, whatever put this Three of Swords here. It's like this person feels like it would only take a couple of weeks for you guys to get over that upset, for them to get over it and for you to get over it. Whether it has or whether it will do that or not. It's kind of how they feel about it. Like, that's not a big deal, right? It's not a very respectful energy from this person. Now, in terms of what, I don't think I got messages. I got messages for the previous group, so I'm going to get you guys some messages. And then I'm going to take it over the extended, and we're going to look at the future of this connection, as well as get advice and, you know, get some more messages. And for anybody that's interested in trying to manifest a shift in the connection, I can talk about that more over in the extended as well. I think I'll get you guys a song as well over here. So think about your person, group 3. What would this person say to group 3 about how they feel? I daydream about you a lot, but I probably won't take action and pursue you. Okay, makes sense with that High Priestess energy and this dreamy, dreams coming true energy. It's not very grounded. You're so high maintenance, it's too much effort to win you over. I don't know if you're high maintenance. I just think that this person probably needs to go to therapy. To be honest, I like being the center of attention a lot, and I can be demanding when I don't get it. Let me get a different deck real quick, which is just kind of reiterating what I've already said about the way that this person is. Like, they want the attention on them, even though they're not willing to reciprocate it to you back in the same amount. If you are moving on, that's when this person gets interested in you again. So it's like a game to them in that sense. The distance between us is killing me. See, that's what I'm talking about. The distance between you guys is killing this person, but it's not in a healthy way. And it's like validating what I'd already said about this person's feelings evolving, getting stronger, but not in a healthy way. It's based on this sort of push-pull dynamic that we see here. So that's what we've got there. So I'm going to get you a song from the Heartstrings Tarot deck, and the link for this playlist is down below. I'm sorry that air conditioner is so loud, you guys. Thank you for bearing with me. So what's a song that group 3 can listen to if they feel guided to get more messages about how this person feels about them, to get more clarity and more helpful guidance? Okay, we've got 2. Yeah, I told you this person's immature with that Page of Cups, and we've got the Ten of Swords as well. So I'm also being guided to Temperance. I feel like this is you guys. You are healing. And so you're guided to continue doing that. If you're not quite healing, then you're being guided to do that. Listen to that song by Alanis Morissette. I think it's called Thank You. I'll find it real quick. Just give me a second. Where is it? Yeah, it is. It's called Thank You by Alanis Morissette. So I feel like that's you guys in the healing. I think that will be conducive to your healing to help move that along, because you deserve to be healed, whole, and complete. You don't deserve to feel badly or to be mistreated, which is what I'm getting from this reading that this person has done. And then we've got the Page of Cups, which is, that song is Kathleen by Josh Ritter. So it's talking about like this person fantasizing or thinking about you, which we already saw with that energy here. I dream about you a lot, but I probably won't take action. And then the Ten of Swords, which I think is like the perfect card, the perfect song for this reading, unfortunately. That's by Johnny Cash, and it's simply titled Hurt. Okay, so that's the song. So if you're drawn to any of those songs, like I said, could have additional messages for you. If this reading didn't resonate, feel free to choose a different one. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope that was helpful. I am going to take it over to the extended, and we are going to get like the outcome, what's going to happen in the future, this connection, and the advice from Spirit. And I am going to pull you some manifestation cards for those of you who are interested in trying to shift this energy. Whether you shift the energy, with this person, or whether you want to stay with this person or you don't want to stay with this person, whether you want them back or you don't want them back, it's still a good idea to kind of shift like the energy of what you're attracted to, because everybody is a reflection of you. So on some level there's something going on with you that has you in this kind of a situation. So we want to make sure that you shift out of it for good, so that either so whoever you end up in the future is not going to treat you this way, right? So you can change your vibe so that you can attract a better tribe, is the whole point and the whole thing behind that. But the link for the extended will be down below. Otherwise, thanks guys for tuning in, sending you lots of love, and I'll talk to you next time.